These are two very aggressive defenses, too, that we're going to see from both of these teams. As it looks like it's going to be Stanet who will work this one around to the near side over to Mulholland as they just continue to work it around. See them get their rotation. Lockwood with the ball in his stick as they continue to pass it around and continue to just try and rotate and get that defense moving as they look for their shot.
Yeah, you see Jackson Clay out there, which, really coming on later in the season with those injuries. Good to see him out on the man up. He's a seasoned guy, local West Side guy, played at High Point, now over here with his brother, continuing that tradition of Clay's on Michigan.
As there it is, the goal to start off, as Michigan will be able to score, and they've still got 27 seconds left on the penalty here, so they will still be man up with 14:05 left to go here in quarter number 1.
Yeah, Mulholland showing why he was a second-team Big Ten nominee or award winner this year. He's got that shot. He's been a little inconsistent with the stroke, but all he needs is a little bit of time and room, and he was able to bury that one and honestly sticks.
Oh, there's a nice save coming from that near side try. Hunter Taylor able to start the clear.
These 3 pulls in particular are not the pulls I would try to be dodging against to start this offense.
Oh, and there's with the full man ride taking the shot. We'll see if they actually give them that call.
And they did. A pretty generous one. We were talking about this right before the broadcast started, that with the 10-man ride that both teams will probably run at some point. This year especially, a point of emphasis for the officials is that it has to be a clear shot. You can't just throw it over the net and deep and hope for the best. That one was, looked like a shot, but it was certainly not a good one.
Oh, Cohen coming around the net and scores! From X, he wraps around and gets the goal with the left hand, makes it 2-1 Wolverines, or 2-0 Wolverines, excuse me.
Yeah, and Cohen obviously a little bit of a speed burst there and not enough respect by the Rutgers defender. Gave him too much room. He's scored this goal probably 7 or 8 times in the last couple of weeks. That's just a patented Ryan Cohen goal there. And there's not.
Knights, they'll finally be able to get this one down to Aiello and try and get another offensive opportunity here. A little bit of trouble controlling the ball here early on. Logan Peters, as they finally finish their substitutions, he'll split to the right-handed dodge. Starts to go down the alley, but not much there as of right now. He's got a player stuck to him. Comes back to his right hand, and now we'll give that one back off. They try a little bit of picking of their own for the Scarlet Knights, as now they will go back up top for Richmond, the second. Duke Richmond coming down that right alley, looking for the opportunity, will instead pass it back off, as they have been moving this ball well, just not getting anything towards the net. Finally, it's Peters, though, and he gets that one by for the goal. 2-1 now, Rutgers.
Yeah, excellent ball movement there by the Scarlet Knights. Working it up, down pick, switches, everything. Then they just take advantage of a good little dodge there. They're about 12 yards out, and then
from the long stick, and that one goes over from Splain. He tried to get that one. It just maybe wound up a little bit too much there on that shot.
Yeah, going back to the Michigan offensive set, there's 2 schools of thought there, right? Give it to the player defended by the short stick, let him work, or use that for a big little switch. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to try to set up Ryan Cohen, get that big little switch, and then obviously Cohen now has a short stick and he can go to work.
Murphy with the ball now, passes this one back up top as they get their full substitutions in now, as that's Peters. They'll swing that one back over to the far side, look to do a little 2-man game there up top. Not going to get much off of the pick was Lawler, gets inside though and scores. A lot of room there for him in the middle. They do like to play a little bit empty for the Scarlet Knights. Allowed for a lot of room, and the slide was just late.
Yeah, poor communication there. There was a little, do we switch, do we not switch, am I going, are you going, and nobody ended up covering.
Net to shoot at, just didn't get it on frame.
Yeah, Michigan ball watching a little bit there. He didn't move at all. He was just standing there asking for the rock, and they gave it to him. Michigan a little slow to react.
Now it looks like they might dodge from X this time. Coming around to that far side is Logan Peters. They will invert their players here on the Rutgers side. And now they will re-dodge from up top. Good check from behind. I think that was Marlowe who caught the stick there. 16 seconds on the shot clock now for the Scarlet Knights. So now they'll go back from X, running short on time here. Good stick check. Keeping the pressure on right now is Billings, as he keeps that player outside, but found inside. It's Aiello for the goal, and the Rutgers have a 3-2 lead now. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, Michigan again, great, honestly, great on-ball defense. Right here, Billings is not the guy you want to dodge, but that slide came for no reason at all, and that opened up the middle. I mean, if you look at that replay, you can see Lucas Delgado goes out there just to maybe a zone specialist, if you will. He hasn't taken a D-mid rep yet today, and it immediately pays off.
I think we had a player go over the midline, I think is what I was seeing the official call there.
You know, so with the tip, they're saying over and back on Rutgers, but then they, for some reason, wanted to reset the entire play.
Yeah, that was a little weird. Usually you want to get that quick restart. Either way, for Michigan, you got a fresh shot clock here and a good opportunity as you give it over to your player in Houlihan, who will then pass it off to Mulholland. Mulholland.
Too much room.
Getting inside, looks for the shot, and that one just bounces in. Got a little piece of it. Did Carden Stoller, just not enough, and we're tied up at 3.
Yeah, just given way too much room to Aiden Mulholland. I kind of hinted at it as he started his dodge. If you let him have that much room with his hands free, and then the patience there to cross the body and protect the stick and get a little bit closer, and you know, Stoller's just like, come on, guys. We're absolutely.
So we'll get the reset here on the face-off in a moment, but this has been different too compared to even just when you look at it statistically for the Wolverines on the season. The face-off has not been their strong suit. This is something that they've had a lot of trouble with going into these games. They have been a lot better, at least in the face-off dot, than we saw them the last time they played the Scarlet Knights.
Yeah, since Weller went down with an injury, it's been a little bit of survival. Now Louderback there, a great clamp. They went with the extremely, I'll pause here for this fast break.
Lockwood coming through, shoots it on the right side, gets it on that far side post, and makes it 4-3 Wolverines. Just a breakdown from the face-off.
Yeah, they went with the extremely athletic wings there with DJ Dixon, you know, the grad transfer from Wesleyan, local product, and then Billings, the transfer from Princeton. Those are two of the most athletic guys you can have out there for Michigan to help out Louderback because he is creating a scrum. Okay, now Lockwood is known for dipping those elbows and those shoulders.
This quarter, so they will hold here for the last shot of the quarter. They have a 4-3 lead. See if they can get a good dodge to get a 2-goal lead.
And you mentioned the injuries, so guys like Ford and Clay that are out there right now, they pretty much didn't see the field at the beginning of the season except for, you know, that second half against that early non-conference, you know, low-stakes games. Now they're being thrown in Big Ten tournament first quarter because they just need more guys. They need more guys.
Block in front on that shot, on the shot from Clemens as the ball comes back over to the far side. 4 seconds left. Pass that gets over there. Fakes the shot and goal from Colin Curdilla. They tie the game up with 0.4 seconds left. The Hail Mary pass works.
Yeah, it started off with a missed ground ball by Cohen. A beautiful long pass, which again just slips right past the defender's stick in about 3, 2, 1. Misses that, and then if you miss that, you're clearly leaving a guy open, and one-on-one with the goalie, completely out of Hunter Taylor's hands. He tries his best.
As that looks like it's Curdilla again, the 3-goal scorer. He takes this one down towards X, spinning back, kind of looking to see if he's got an outlet there. We'll end up just giving it back off to Kelly. As now Kelly will look to dodge from up top. They like to do their dodges from up top for the most part. They don't do a whole lot there. They'll do some inverting as well on the offensive side.
And right there, they're playing sub games. You know, they were trying to, both face-off guys were stuck out there. Now Nick Louderback's still stuck out there. He's just going to do his best. They're going to try to protect him.
Oh, what a shot. Colin Kelly just taking that one. That's a far angle shot to be able to get it to go. Looks like it went through 5-hole 2 for Hunter Taylor.
Yeah, they're just like we said, Nick Louderback stuck out there, so they have to help to him early, which opens up that throwback, step-down shot, beautiful placement. And right now,
easy save made by Hunter Taylor as that pass gets picked off right in front. But he's able to get it back.
And a late hit on the goalie, and
there's the flag too. They saw it.
And he needs to be careful. Hunter Taylor is up in his face. He needs to be very careful. It's always the second guy that gets the extra, you know.
Looks like that was Van Wees who grabbed Taylor to make sure that he didn't get himself
just so
a penalty
unnecessary.
too.
When that's just a killer for Rutgers because you're creating great looks. You have all the momentum in the world. Yes, Michigan gets a little bit of a turnover there, and then you want to compound that. And if they score here, that's going to be probably another locked-in penalty. So this could really tilt the game back for Michigan.
And there's the goal, Ryan Cohen. If there's somebody you needed to be the one to make that happen for the Wolverines, that's probably the guy you want on the offensive side. Ties the game up at 5.
And we've seen it time and time again this year. When Michigan needs a goal or needs something to happen on offense, Ryan Cohen is not below GLE anymore. He comes up top, and they put him in a position to do something. They turn him into a scorer, okay? When he's behind GLE or even at the wing, he's
weather, because you're gonna work up a sweat, and you're not gonna get super, super hot is the nice thing. But for a goalie, when it's a little colder like this, that's actually when it's a little harder to get warmed up as a goalie, and maybe that's part of it too for both of these goalies finally kind of getting into the groove of things here. 48 seconds left to go, and Colin Kelly just going to hold for the last possession here. Plenty of time on the shot clock to be able to do that, but they are going to start from this near side, near the corner of the box there, which, you know, not quite as important as it used to be in the men's game. So now Kelly will carry it behind the net over to the far side, pass it off over to Summer. Summer getting a little bit of a pick there, coming around, goal line extended, takes the shot and scores!
just beautiful execution by Rutgers, great shot, everything is great, but Michigan does itself no favors. They didn't switch. They didn't switch the pick, and then the route taken there for the help, just not what's needed there.
This second half, as they will go to LaBelle over on the far side.
Yeah, Michigan just struggling to get any looks in the second quarter. First quarter, they found a little bit. They had Mulholland taking it to the cage, and then Rutgers just kind of tightened everything up.
See if they can stay tight on defense the way that they have. Cardin Stoller hasn't had to make too many saves in this game, but his team is out in front. Ball comes in behind the net. Pass over to the near side from Cohen over to Lockwood. He's been a little bit quiet in this game too, as Bo Lockwood, at least since earlier on, he hasn't done much since.
And again, we see Lockwood above the cage. Clear indicator that Michigan is a little getting eager to score here.
Oh, and Mulholland able to get into the middle and score and tie this game up immediately. Nice dodge, and then the help defense a little too late to make a difference.
Yeah, and that's a hat trick for him. And just like we said earlier, it's the patience on that dodge. You can see him here. He works underneath with his left hand. He hits the hesitation there, and then he sees a little gap, comes underneath, willing to take the contact. And as a goalie, you're guessing there, right? So
yeah, and now they turn it over. Another failed clear. Haven't been many of those, but that could be one of the differences.
And they're offsides, but we'll see if they catch that.
I don't know if they caught it. I'm looking to see if any of the officials are throwing a flag. I don't see any flags.
Cohen was real late getting over, but, if they don't catch it, there's nothing we can do about it up here.
Right, no harm, no foul. That's kind of how it goes if it doesn't get caught.
Now, they do have Plemons stuck on defense. We'll see. Listen, every one of these guys, this is like baseball, right? Everybody hit when they were little. Everybody's played defense before in their life. It's just been a while since he's played defense against Division I offensive players.
So see if they can take advantage of that.
They're going to have to slide early to help him here.
Well, the shot from far out, too, from Colin Kelly. There's a lot of traffic in front of Hunter Taylor. I don't think he ever got a good look at it.
No, I think Case just has to slide a little earlier there. It just, you know they're going to dodge Plemons. That's one of their best shooters. And you can see it's just a little bit too late. He's already got his hands free.
And even though that's a far shot, for a guy with that much juice on the ball, he will take that shot in the middle that wide open all day.
Yeah, Colin Kelly's not the guy to leave that wide open.
Not quite as much traffic in front of him as I thought, but again, with a shot, and you can put it anywhere in the net from the middle, it's still a tough save to make. Rutgers back out in front, ball in their possession. A quick shot. What an angle to get that one off, too. I think that was Pilato who got that one off. But the possession there was for the Wolverines for a moment. Now a turnover. Turning to the shot and goal again from Colin Cardilla. That'll be his fourth in the game.
I was actually shocked that he was the one to shoot that. He hit someone wide open on the backside. But, shooters shoot. He is their best offensive player.
Their second goal for him, excuse me. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here.
Yeah, he is their best offensive player. Pace Billings doing his best. That pass kind of put him into a bad situation. Rutgers just sitting there waiting. Beautiful shot. Not much you can do there as the goaltender. And again,
because of how much trouble that they've had coming into the game, their man-up percentage was 20%.
I mean, one of these will fall. I mean, we're just going to talk about it too much to the point where it's just going to happen.
Right.
And with the amount of times that they're going to be man up, something has to happen. They are too skilled. They can score six on six, but you know what? All this is a modified zone, so
right.
They have been struggling with the zone. They are winning one-on-one matchups, but they are struggling on the zone.
And now they're down to 9 seconds left on this man-up offense. As they rotate their players there, pass it back up top for Aiello. So Aiello now inverted up top as they find the player right on the crease, wide open. It was Grayson Vorgang as he was right there, no one near him. They finally get a good skip pass to now have a 9-6 lead for the Scarlet Knights.
Yeah, you see just a slow rotation from the top down, nobody there. And Whitney down low on the crease just kind of ball watching on a note is that they were locking off Mulholland, but now they used him as a pick, and so they've had to switch off of that.
So now Morgan. Pass over to the near side, loading up, pass deflected, so that will stay with
No, sir, that was a tip. Thank you.
Yep, deflected off, so it stays with the Wolverines. Lockwood, pass back over to the far side, 20 seconds left on the shot clock.
So Mulholland's there, locked and loaded, ready to go, waiting for the skip pass.
And there it is. Mulholland
Patience with
inside,
the twister.
Goal. Cohen seeing him the entire way, like you called it, and it's 7-9. The Wolverines close this gap back to 2 with 3:44 left to go here in quarter number 3.
I mean, there's two guys that you don't want shooting the ball right now, right? For Michigan, it's Mulholland. He's the guy you have to erase. And for Rutgers, it's Stoller, or not Stoller. It's Cardilla. So again, patience the whole way through. He doesn't play.
He was just a little too far away was the one. I think it was Lobel who was the one who was looking for it. But the Scarlet Knights do control. 53 seconds left, so they can take the last shot.
They do go zone here, which is a great switch up because they usually don't run it without Delgado, but now they're running it with Ennis. But they're running it because they wanted to give a different look at the end of the clock here. They wanted to kind of force a lot of ball movement, not give up an easy inside look.
So they pass it down low, come goal line extended now for that shot on the far side, and it's Colin Cardilla. 10-7, the Scarlet Knights with 6 seconds left on the clock, able to strike again and extend the lead back to 3.
There's one guy you can't let shoot. It's a beautiful shot, too. The placement, I mean, Taylor went low, tried to explode at it, and it just went right over his shoulder, I think. We'll see right here.
Stick side high.
He just went under it. Honestly, it started off good with great ball movement, and then once it went inside the stand and he pumped it back out, you know, there needs to be a shot at some point, right? There's that internal clock where we can't wait till there's 8 seconds left to then try to get a shot.
You're taking time off of your own life, too, in this game. Down under 12 minutes left to go in quarter number 4.
You know, Michigan back to the zone. Rutgers going to continuously put 2 people on crease momentarily and then pop back out just to create some confusion. Stress different parts of the zone.
Try and get another shot from Cardilla, and he gets the goal again. Goes down 5-hole on Taylor.
I mean, we might want to put a note on the scouting report that this is the guy.
4 goals now for Colin Cardilla in the game. That's his 25th goal on the season.
You know, Whitney just a little slow to get back out there. I mean, again, the ball was stopped. You gotta react.
Down the far alley, takes the shot, bounces up high into the air off the save from Stoller. Going closest to where his own shot went out too. And you get the reset on the shot clock to 60 seconds. Cohen calling out to his team what he wants offensively. Spins away from the long stick defender on him. Tries to take that sharp angle shot. I think if he made the pass to Lockwood there, they probably have a goal.
He's dodging. Doesn't quite have his head up. He tried to do almost a negative angle shot where he put some topspin on it.
They still have possession, though. 45 seconds left to go here on the shot clock. Back to Cohen now. Gets a lot of room, shoots and scores! Goes down, did a push-up, I think, too, after he did. 8-11. The Wolverines close the gap.
Yeah, Stoller not seeing the ball that well today, and this is why I'm saying they need more shots on goal. I mean, simply put, that is a save that you expect Stoller to make.
Right.
From that distance, stick side low.
That's
I mean,
really good shot placement.
It's